Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to make this little tiny baby stocking. Actually, it's not really so tiny, but it's like a first Christmas baby stocking. I'm just going to alternate the colors that I've done here. And so this will be green and this will be red. I did not do a toe color at all. I just thought this was cute the way it was. The toe color seemed like it was a lot. There was a lot going on there, so let's get started. So I'm starting with a 4mm. So this green is a different color and this red is a different color, but I'm going to alternate what you saw in the picture. These are both worsted. This is what I'm using. I don't have the tag, so I don't. It's Red Heart. It's a Red Heart Super Saver. It's worsted, but as far as the colors go, I don't even know. I don't know what the colors are. So we're gonna make a magic ring. We're going to put 11 double crochets into the center. That's my 11. So just so you know, this yarn that I'm using, the 4-weight worsted, actually called for a 5mm. So I've dropped down in size to keep it smaller and tighter. Stockings, if you follow the hook to the yarn, stockings will stretch out over time. So I'm hoping to avoid that by making it a tighter weave. That's the method to my madness anyway. So we're going to, we only need 10 double crochets. So this 11th one that I made, we're going to use for slip stitching. And we don't want to seam, so we're going to put a double crochet into that chain 2 space in every single row. And we're going to put 2 double crochets in each stitch around, so you should have a total of 20, not counting those 2. Four, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And my last 2 make 20. I got all sidetracked with my cake. I didn't take from the center of my cake, so I'm just going to be whipping it around. So go to the top, so that's your first chain right there. Go to the top of it and slip stitch. Chain 2, the double crochet into your chain 2 space. So your next round is going to be 1 double crochet and an increase, and this should take you to 30 stitches. So that's 1 double crochet, and then your increase is 2 double crochets in the same space. Oops. And repeat. So I'm back around. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that first chain. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to put a double crochet in that chain 2 space. So it should be turning a little bit. So for the next 4 rounds, and this will make it really turn, really cup. For the next 4 rounds, you're going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then we're going to change colors. So you can change colors any way you want. I'm going to be fastening off to change colors, just because I don't want my colors mixed, because they're the 2 variation of colors. I don't want one kind of leaking into the other. So 4 rows, I'll put my screen up, 4 rows, 1 double crochet in each stitch, and I will see you on the other side. Alright, so I am done my 4 rows. I'm going to go to the top of this chain, and I'm going to slip stitch, and I'm going to fasten off. So you just need enough to weave in, which I'm just going to go into this next stitch, and I'm going to pull this through, and honestly, I'm probably not even going to worry about it again. So we're going to switch to our next color, because we are going to start doing the heel. So my next color is red. I'm going to make a slip knot. Any way you make a slip knot, you're going to reattach, same place that you fastened off. With a single crochet, but I want you to put a double crochet in that same space. So the single crochet is just to attach it back, and then the double is the actual stitch. So we're going to do 15 double crochets. So like I said, we're doing the heel, so that's number 1. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Sorry, my dog was making disgusting, gross licking noises, and I forgot to count. So this is what you should have. So you had 36 stitches, so you're basically halfway around. So whatever your count is, do half of that. You're going to chain 2, and you're going to turn. You're going to decrease the first 2 stitches. So these are your first 2 stitches, this hole and that hole. So you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into the first stitch. You're going to pull through, and you're going to pull through 2 and stop. You're going to yarn over, you're going to go into the next stitch, you're going to pull through. You're going to pull through 2, leaving you 3 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through all 3. That's how you decrease when you're doing a double. So now we're going to do 11 double crochets. That's my 11 double crochets, and I have 2 stitches left. From here, it's hard to tell I have 2. If you turn it over, you can see, I'm going to zoom in, you can see the 2 stitches there. So we're going to do another decrease. You're going to chain 2 and you're going to turn. So we're going to do that again. Yarn over, go into your first stitch, pull through 2 and stop, yarn over, go into your second stitch, pull through 2, then pull through all 3. And now you're going to do 9 double crochets. That's 9. You've got 2 stitches left. Right there and right there. So you're going to yarn over. Chain 2 and turn. There's plenty of different ways to do a heel, which is what we're working on right now. I've done them all the ways that you can, and I just find this the easiest and the nicest looking heel. That's why I chose to do it. So you're going to do a double crochet decrease again. You can see it written as DC2 tog, and that just means double crochet 2 together, and it's a decrease. It means the same thing. So yarn over, go into your first stitch, pull through 2 and stop, yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 3. So now you're going to double crochet 7. And then you're going to double crochet decrease again. So yarn over, go into your first stitch, pull through 2 and stop, yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 2, pull through 3, chain 2 and turn. One more time. Yarn over, go into your first stitch, pull through 2, stop, yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 2, and then pull through 3. Now you're going to double crochet 5. You've got 2 stitches left. You're going to do a decrease. And now you can fasten off. And that is how we do a heel. So this is what we got so far. So we're going to go back to the green. You're going to have to create stitches. So we're going to reattach over here. So I'll make a slip knot. This stitch here that's got the red in it, this is where we're going to reattach. with a single crochet. Put a double crochet in that same space. I use that as a stitch. Alright, so after you've reattached, we're gonna do double crochets. We're gonna make stitches. I can't give you a number because I don't know. It's wherever you stick your hook in and make a stitch. But we're gonna do a 4 double crochet decrease while we do it. So consider that number 1. This is number 2. That's 4 double crochets and then a decrease. So yarn over, go in wherever you can get it in, pull through and stop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 3, and again. Now you've got stitches up here. That's 3. That's 4 double crochets and then a decrease, and repeat. So if we don't do a decrease right after the heel, it just would look funny. So 4 finishes my top row there, and I do my decrease down the side, creating stitches. So I shared a space there. That's only because it's a big stitch. So that's my decrease there. I've got 2 stitches before I get to my slip stitch. So I'm just going to put double crochets in there. And then I'm going to slip stitch. And I'm going to chain 2. So that's what you should have. It just looks like a little shoe at this point. So we are going to start by doing a decrease. You're going to do 13 double crochets. That's 13. We're going to do another decrease. You do 5 double crochets. Takes you back down to the corner of your foot. You're going to do another decrease. you're going to do 5 more double crochets. You're going to do another decrease. And then you do 6 double crochets back to your slip stitch area. And we're back around. I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that first chain. I'm going to chain 2. So, it just looks like a little slipper and it's super cute, just the way it is. So we're going to decrease again. Let's put a double crochet. It's what I should have done my last row too, and I forgot to do it. Double crochet just to cut down on the seam. So we're going to decrease again at the very beginning. You're going to do 10 double crochets. You're going to do another decrease. And you're going to do 18 double crochets. That's 18, and I'm going to slip stitch to the top of this first chain. I'm going to chain 2, and I'm going to put a double crochet into that chain 2 space. So for the next 8 rows, you're going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch. You should have 30 stitches at this point. We ended with 30 stitches here, and because we added some here, we needed to go back to 30 stitches so it was all even, so it looked proper. So you should have 30 stitches at this point. If you don't, somewhere in the next 8 rows, you're going to be able to fix it by decreasing or adding. So for the next 8 rows, 1 double crochet in each stitch for 30 stitches, and I will see you on the other side. Alrighty, so I am done my 8 rows, and I am going to fasten off. So I can't just tuck this away because it's near the top of the stocking, and I don't want little kitty's fingers or anything to get tangled up in that. So we are going to weave this in before we continue. Everything else down here at the toe, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, child's not going to have their hand in there, but a little up further kind of makes a big difference. Don't want a piece of yarn getting wrapped around their tiny little fingers and cutting off circulation or anything. So Easy peasy. So this is what you should have at this point. Super cute. So we're going to change colors again. I'm going back to the red. And we're going to do our top piece, which is a front post, back post. So I'll show you how that is done. Let's first reattach. So attach with a single crochet. We're going to be doing a front post, back post double crochet. So I want you to put a double crochet in that same space. And then we're going to begin. So we're not going to worry about this one here. These are your posts. So these are posts. So you're going to alternate back and forth, and that's going to give you a ribbed look. So yarn over, go around your post. Now you can go into the stitches up here if you want as well. That's where I'm going to go. It's a lot easier to go around the bigger post, but you'll have to pull up. So if you do choose to just go around the post, you're going to have to pull up to do your, and I don't want to do that, so, but you have options. Some people find it difficult to go into the stitches, so these are your regular stitches, and we're going to go yarn over. You're going to go into this one and out this one. So that's going to be a front post because it's on the front. So then you're going to yarn over, and then you're going to just complete the stitch like a normal double crochet. Like that. So it looks way better than going around the bigger part of the post. So this is a shared space because your next post is going to be the back post. So we're going to share this stitch, but I'm going to come in through the back because it's a back post. And then I'm going to go out the other stitch this way. Then I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull through and complete the stitch. So that's the back post. You can see that the green is in front of it now, so that means that's at the back and this is at the front. In case you forget which one you're doing. That's how you can tell. So we'll do again, front post. So yarn over. Go into the stitch that's a shared space now. Go in the front. Go in the front and out. Yarn over and finish the stitch like a regular double crochet. Now back post. Yarn over, come through the back of that stitch and then out. Pull through and finish the stitch. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be alternating front post, back post. This is very awkward when you first start doing it, but it's a fabulous, fabulous way to do a nice easy cuff. So just remember, when it's a front post, you go in through the front. When it's a back post, you go in through the back. So we're on front post because that's got green in front of it, so it means that's at the back. This is at the front. We did the back, now we're doing the front again. So we're going in through the front of the stitch and around to pick up the post. And back post, we're going to come in through the back and around that post and out the other stitch to pick up the back post. So front post, and back post. See, that post at the back is on my hook. And then just complete the stitch. So we'll continue doing this all the way around. And we're going to do this for a number of rows. It's going to be 4. It's not just going to be one row of this, because we want really nice thick cuff top on it that we can fold down. So I'm back around at the beginning. I hope that was slow enough. We don't have really anything else to attach to, so we're just going to go over here and slip stitch to the top of that first chain. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to do it again. So 3 more rows, front post, back post, and I will see you. Actually, I'll show you how to get the second row started, but I'll see you on the other side of my pause screen. So ignore that, because that is just our double crochet that we did to cut down on the seam. Actually, we don't even need to do this, because you won't see a seam in all this cuff business. So we can yarn over, and we're going to do a front post on top of the front post. And then this is the back post, because you can see the green. So that means that's at the back. So we're going to do a back post on top of the back post. So we're just copying what we did in the row before. So that's my front post. And then my back post. So that's how you do the next rounds. You don't alternate, you stay on top of front and the back post. Trust me, once you get onto this stitch, you're going to love it, just like I do. So I'm back around, I got my 4 rows done. I'm just going to slip stitch to the top of this chain, and I am going to fasten off. So when you weave in this front here, because we're going to fold it over. So it does tighten everything up and shrink everything down, but we're folding it over, so it's not going to look as silly. So you've got a piece in here that you've got to get rid of too. I'm going to scooch right through to the other side so I can weave over here. I don't think this one is super important. I don't think really any of them are. Nothing's going to come undone. It's not a toy, but you might want to wash these at some point too, and you don't want your stuff coming undone. Alrighty. So if you want that bigger, you can just keep going with more rows. So there's your baby stocking. Now to do a little hanger, I used the same color as my top. So I used red because I'm going to sew it. So all you need to do is make a slip knot and chain 20. And you're going to half double crochet all the way back to the other side. So you can just fasten off. So, and then all I did was just sewed this, folded it, sewed it to the inside, either here or here, wherever you want the stocking to hang. I just used my pieces here. So to sew your thing on with your pieces, I'm going to put mine in here. I'm going to go through. I know it's going to be so hard to show you. You could probably sew it. I'm never going to be unfolding this, so I'm just going to go straight through into the red. I'm going to fold this. Okay, I want that out. I'm going to fold this way. So make sure you've got it in the middle so it's going to hang properly. So I'm just going to go in and out from here, staying as close as I can to my lead because I just want it to look like a stitch. I just don't want it to. I don't really want it to be noticeable. So I'm just going to go back and forth. In and out through both pieces. And when I think it's secure enough, I'm going to come back down. I'm going to take my other piece and I'm going to tie a knot. A very tight double knot. And I'm going to cut it off as low as I can without it looking horrible. And that's my little hanger. There we go. There's your little baby stocking for the holidays. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you in the next video.